Okay, I wanted to show you how to use the add work area here so that you could use the area to any notes that you want to type into the problem. It's just a place that you can use as scratch paper. It's the add work area. Now, before I even show you that, I wanted to make sure you knew that each answer spot is a place that you can use a calculator. For example, right here in this answer box or any of these here in this table, when you type in some math like 0.15 times um, zero point 0.2, let's say, notice it does the math here for you. So you can do all your, like if you have some calculations to do, you can just use these answer box. You can put in fractions here and, very easy to put those in. And you can do exponents. Let's say it's 1 over 3 squared. There you go. See, right here is for exponents. Square roots are right here. So all these type of things are right in this area. And most answer boxes, or at least any answer box in which you would have to do any type of calculation, you get something like this. You also are allowed to use your calculator on your computer, and you can just do the search tab and type in calculator right here, and I just open your calculator on your screen, and then you can use your calculator here. There's also a calculator on your MyOpenMath site, the Casio free online graphing calculator. So you can open up that and use it. There's also a loud site is Desmos.com. So you can just type in Desmos.com. You can't Google search it, but you just type in Desmos.com. And then when you scroll down, you get your choice of calculators: graphing calculator, scientific calculator, or four function calculator. So there's all sorts of calculators that you can use. And plus, if you're using Excel in your particular math course, you can use each cell as a calculator. So there's all sorts of calculators. So the main thing though was this bit on the add work area. And so if you wanted to, just make notes in here like you would use a scrap paper, you could do that. First of all, you can just type, like maybe on this particular problem you wanted to put some key information down. 48% of students are male, so you might say probability of male equals, I think it was 0.38. And my point is, you can easily type text here, and to go back up and look at it, it was 48% of students are male. So you might have to scroll up, so you don't, if you're using this area to make notes, and you can keep on typing more things in from this problem. Now, not only can you type text, but you can type math as well. Like if you were doing some problems and for some reason, let's say it was an equation that needed solved, and you're doing like 2x plus 3y equals 14. Well, you can type that down, and then your next step, and you make this bigger right here if you need more area. It's just these little grab bars right here. So this can be as large as you need it to be. So if you were solving this, let's say for y, your first thing would be to subtract 2x. So I would maybe say, oh, well, let me subtract 2x from this side, and let me subtract 2x from this side. And what happens, 2x minus 2x cancels each other out, and we're just left with now 3y equals 14 minus 2x. And then my next step would be divide by 3 if I was solving it for y. And so I could just say here, well, let's divide that by 3 if I really needed to show all this. But really, you probably would realize when I divide this by 3, the 3's cancel out. And my answer would be y equals, let me just type it again. My answer would be y equals the 14, I'll just put it in parentheses, 14 minus 2x over the 3 that we had to divide. Now, you don't have to type anything in here if you don't need this space. It's just a space for you to use if you want to. Now, another thing you can do is like this particular problem up here, you see a table. Now, if you want to mess with a table, there's a table thing right here. You can just click on this table and make it as big as you want. Like, let me do like a 4 by 4 here table. and here's a table. And now I could, like, this is a pretty tough problem here, but I could work on this problem in this area of the table. I'll make it a little bit bigger so we can see all that stuff. I could be typing in like whatever the topic is from this table. But my point is, this is a scratch area, scratch paper. Since if you're in an online course, you can't have scratch paper at your desk. So this is your scratch paper here that you use, right here, texting, not texting, but typing text, inserting a table, writing equations. And if you wanted to write an equation, real fancy, you can actually go here and add math if you want. So when you click this area here that says add math, when you type something like, let's say, x over 2 plus 3 um, equals 5y, you'll see that that looks like math if that's important to you. So you can have what's called like pretty text like this. You can do regular text. You can insert tables. You can do all sorts of things. You can even insert files here if you wanted to. But there's no need for that. And again, this is all optional, and just all I wanted to show you here on this video was how to use this area of scratch paper. Each problem has this, by the way. So when we go on to a new problem, let's do that a second, or back up. See, here's problem 14. You can see there's an add work area. And if I go back to 15, my work is still there. Okay, I'll stop the video right there.